Hi everyone, hope you're keeping well. Happy New Year and welcome to the channel for 2023. I am currently sat in Hereford. It is the 23rd of January today. So I've not really been working much in January, and there's a few reasons for that. Number one is obviously the new year. Get the new year out of the way and settled into it. The second one is it's my birthday in January. So obviously I took a bit of time off for my birthday. My wife had a bit of time off from work as well. She booked a week off. So we spent some time together. We went out and we went with friends and met up with people, and a few beers were involved. But that's another reason for starting a bit late. The other thing is the feed is obviously quiet. So there's no point in rushing into it too quickly, because businesses tend to start, not warming up until at least mid-January. So this is my first full week. Now, I did do some work last week. Sorry, I apologise. Last week was my first full week. And I did all right, to be fair. I did 4 days. I was comfortable with where I at for the money I took for what I did. I just bobbed about a bit, but to be honest with you, I got one job from a shipper friend of mine, and it was a good paying job. That was a return job as well, so it paid me up there and paid me back. It was a distance job. It paid me £300, and I'll be honest, without that it would have been a shitty week. This week, however, started off really well. So 23rd today, 24th today. 23rd yesterday, I had a really good day. I started off with just a small job, a £40 job. Struggled getting any work, to be honest. And then I bit the bullet and I got a job going down to Milton Keynes from Haywood. So it was a bit late on, and I knew it'd make me late back, and I knew that the chance of getting a job back would be virtually impossible. But I don't know, tactic in January has got to be about getting some money in the bank, I think, and I just felt it was the right thing to do. But on the upside of that, I did get a job back. I got a job back from Derby up to Bradford, so I paid for my fuel for the day. So all in all, a really good day. Today, like I said, I'm in Hereford. This was a medium wheelbase job coming from Leeds. So the mileage was like 193 miles, and I got a good rate for it for a medium wheelbase. But the distance is putting money in my pocket. Obviously the expenditure is a little bit more, but because it's a slow month, if I keep divvying around and doing small jobs and scraping £100 a day, then I'm not going to make any money. Come to the end of February, when most of it will obviously be paying, it'll become a bit difficult and a bit tight. So that's the reason for doing this job. And the other good news for me is that I've actually got a job booked in for tomorrow. So again, a shipper that I'm working for very regularly has phoned me, and there's a job picking up tonight from Chadderton. It's got to be down to Leicester for 6 o'clock, so it'll be an early start, but do what you got to do. And that puts me in a situation where this week I will have more or less hit my target for a small wheelbase van, which is obviously what I used to drive a few months ago, on Wednesday. And it won't be just Wednesday, it'll be Wednesday at 6 o'clock. I've still got all day Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. So it's potentially a good week for me. But don't want to shine it up for January. January is a tough month. Just the jobs have been right. My shipper has looked after me and given me some jobs, which have been good paying jobs. I got lucky in getting a job back from Milton Keynes yesterday. You've got to change your tactics a little bit, I think, in January, and you've got to make it work for you. So whether it be doing long distances and just putting the hours in, or whether it be being able to bob about, because there is work out there. There's a lot of small van job work. So if you're in a small van job, I think you're probably in a better frame. But you just you've got to change your tactic to do what works best for you. And I haven't really got a tactic at the moment. I'm taking it day by day, but ultimately I'm just trying to get money in the pocket. That's the main thing. I've only started mid-month, so I've lost quite a few days in January, which all of us have, to be fair, and now get some money in the pocket. That's the plan of action. So up to now, all right. The long wheelbase, the Renault Master, the new van is running really well. I'm really pleased with it. Not really obviously had a full go at a full week yet. This week could potentially be it, where the earnings are really good and it's starting to pay for itself. But I think until we get into March time, it could be just a little bit slow going. General consensus is, I honestly believe last January was my first January as a CX driver, and looking back on it, last January I think was better. And the reason I think it was probably better is because I don't think there was many drivers knocking about last year. We were just coming out of COVID. I think a lot of people had stopped doing it, and it just meant that the work that were around, you know, you could pick up and do work on. It's been a tough one. It has been tough, but up to now I've done okay. So just a little video really, just to say I'm still here, I'm still alive, I'm out working. I want to get some more videos done throughout the course of the year. I had probably badgered a little bit, to be honest, from November onwards, so just ease off a little bit now and leave you alone a little bit. What else is there to say really? Oh yeah, there is something else to say actually. So obviously this time of year, there's a lot of salt knocking about on the roads. We've had ice, we've had snow, we've had a bit of everything, haven't we? Just be prepared with your van. So a couple of weeks ago, I run out of windscreen water, and I work far from home, so it didn't worry me too much. It didn't affect me massively. So I filled it up, topped it up, and then I always have a 5 litre water in the back anyway, so I can top it up. But I did put a little bit more in, because all I've done this week is use water. You just salt on the water, and literally 3 minutes later, on the back of that there's a gritting van just gone past, so I'm going to be following that in a minute and getting more salt on me. Just cleaning the windscreen constantly, so just make sure you've got enough water in. I'm in Hereford now. I've used quite a lot again today, even though I only topped it up 4 days ago, but I know I've used it a lot over the last few days. So I pulled up before I set off back, and I've just topped it up again. I've just topped it up with water and screen wash, just to make sure that I've got enough in. And what I don't want to be doing is on a long journey is running out on the way home, so I thought I'd just top it up now. So be prepared. And another little tip for you is have some rags and maybe even some window stuff for your windows and your mirrors. So I had an issue with my mirrors last week, and I got some just some cheap window stuff, and I've got a few rags in the back anyway to keep them clean. It's been all right, to be honest, for the last week or so, and then today I've got here and I'm reversing in and I could hardly see out my mirrors. So same as, pull up, clean your mirrors before you set off and you go anywhere, so then you're not causing yourself a problem. Don't be trying to fight through misty windows and misty mirrors, and it's not good. It's not good at all. You've got to be prepared for every situation. Anyway, enough of me rambling on. Here's excuse me, my ramble's obviously making me choke. Shout out to everyone out there. Here's to 2023. Hope it's a great year for everyone. Just bear in mind the prices. The prices at the moment on the CX seem to be lower than normal, and the shippers must be having a field day with it. But hey ho, don't rob yourself, guys. Don't be doing work for peanuts, because at the end of the day they'll come and bite you up the arse. It'll take a few months for the CX monetary values, I think, to go up again. But just make sure you're not giving your jobs away, guys. Right, I'll see you soon, guys. Ta-ra.